Yo, we back. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ram Inspires, aka the little engineer that could. Welcome back to the YouTube channel where I give practical advice to help engineer success in your life. It's simple. That's all we do on this page. So if you like the content that you're seeing on this page, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this content with people that you know, and let's get started with the video. See, I told you all, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be dropping more videos on this channel to help you become a better version of yourself. Now, today's topic, we're going to be discussing self-confidence. Now, if you're the person that walks around with your head down, you're not confident in yourself, you don't feel valuable, then this video is for you because I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how you can become more confident in yourself. Now, if you're ready for it, let's go. Now, let's start with the definition of self-confidence. Self-confidence means that you believe that you can do things well and you also have a positive view of yourself. Now, if that is you below, type I'm confident. If that's not you, type I can be confident. Alright, we're going to speak positive this entire video. Alright, now that we understand the definition of self-confidence, let's get into tip number 1, and that is know who you are. Self-confidence starts with self-awareness. It's very difficult for you to be confident if you don't know your purpose and why you're here. If you're not able to dig deeper, you would never understand your unique path to life. See, knowing who you are is kind of like understanding where you get your value from. Do you get your value from your job? Do you get your value from your spouse? Do you get your value from what people have to say about you? When you know who you are, nobody can tell you who you are. And when nobody can tell you who you are, you will always walk around with a confidence, especially when you're walking in your purpose, walking in your unique purpose, your unique plan that God has for you. Now, that's important. Where you get your value from. Now, are you going to believe what people say about you, or are you going to believe what the Creator says about you? See, if a carpenter makes like a unique table and puts it out there, nobody could tell that table it's a chair. It can't tell that table you're a storage unit, because the table knows that the Creator made it to be a table. The table knows what it's for, what it was designed for. Same thing with us. And that's a very simple analogy, I know. But when you know your purpose, you know what you were made to do, what you were made for, you have confidence. You have confidence that people could come, put, decor, set the tables, put plates on you, and you could be used for your purpose. You know that once you're walking in your purpose, no one can take away that from you. So that's where your confidence comes from. Now you could walk around with a different swagger because you're walking in your purpose, right? You know where your value comes from. You're like, people could tell you all different type of things, and that's just noise, because you know where your value comes from. So that's the first step. Being able to have a knowledge and understanding of your purpose, why you're here on earth, where your value comes from. It's simple. Knowing who you are. And there's one person who can tell you who you are. That's yourself. So that's the first step. Know who you are. Okay, that was tip number 1. Now tip number 2, hone your craft. Look, we're all given gifts, we're all given talents. It was up to us to put in the work, respect the process, and hone your craft. Now, what that might look like is you're going to have to work on the talents that are given to you. You're going to have to put in the work, put in the effort, and do things to consistently grow and become better at those gifts. The more work you put in, the more comfortable you get in performing those talents, those gifts, the more confident you're going to become. Now, you could be talented and it can come easy to you, but imagine when you pair it with work, you pair it with effort. See, practice doesn't necessarily make perfect, but it could make persistence. And if you can persistently and consistently do something at a high level, it's going to become second nature to you, to the point where you don't really think about it anymore or too much while you're doing it, because you're so confident in your ability to do it. So that's how you build the confidence. And you're not striving for perfection, but if you can increase and get better 1% every day, something I used to repeat to myself day by day, and every way I'm getting better and better. So as you continue to get better and better, the more confident you're going to become. But you're going to require you putting in the effort. Like, for example, me being able to go in front of any crowd and speak. Now, what plays a major part is what I'm talking about, if I'm confident in what I'm speaking about. And number two, the preparation that led up to me speaking. Now, what people don't see is the preparation part of it. People don't see, even people may ask, hey, how you're able to memorize certain things, or how you're able to stand up and say things a certain way. It's because of that preparation. It's because of things like Toastmasters that kind of prepare you to speak, prepare you to memorize, and then go and speak confidently in front of people, or come up with topics on the spot and speak about those topics on the spot, random topics. It just goes to show that the process of preparing and practicing and continuing to work day after day on your craft, honing your craft, is what builds confidence and what makes you go out and perform and be able to come up with the end result, which looks confident because of all the preparation that you put in before. So number two, hone your craft, put the work in, because remember, consistency is key. And the more consistent you could do something at a high level, the more confident you're going to become in doing said thing. So that's number two, hone your craft. Number three, know your strengths and your weaknesses. And here's why I say that, right? If you're able to know where you excel, but also know where and what areas you will need work, then it's kind of like knowing who you are. You're self-aware. No one can dangle anything over your head like, haha, you struggle in this area, because you already know and you already put an effort to improve in that area. But you also know your strengths. And because you know your strengths, you know where you excel, but you also know where you need work. So that's why it's know your strengths and your weaknesses. Remember, confidence is not about being perfect. That's why you're able to say, hey, I know where my strengths are, but I also know where my weaknesses are. And you know where you need to put the extra effort in to improve, and you know in what areas you could, again, do it subconsciously, do it with confidence. So the confidence comes from knowing where you excel, knowing where it needs improvement. And hey, if you feel like you don't know your strengths and weaknesses, let's say you don't know it for yourself, don't be afraid to ask people that are close to you who you know wouldn't judge. Ask them, hey, where do you see, in what areas do you see me really strong, and what areas do you see I need that help? That's simple feedback. What do you want to call it? Positive, constructive criticism, whatever you want to call it. But if you can't figure it out for yourself, Feel free to ask people close to you, because especially the ones who are going to be honest, because at the end of the day, that's just going to make you a better you, a more confident you. But once you know it, or you can do something about it. So when you know your strengths and are able to acknowledge your weaknesses, then you're able to improve without the fear of judgment, because that self-awareness actually disarms other people and actually makes you more resilient, making you a more confident person. And that is point number 3, or tip number 3. Know your strengths and your weaknesses. Tip number 4. Oh, this one, yeah. This one is one that I believe everybody struggle with, especially that we're in this age of digital overconsumption. Number 4, don't compare yourself to others. No, yo, look, I get it. It's very easy for you to go online, right, and look at somebody else's profile and feel like you're falling behind in life. I get it. I feel it too. Yes, I feel it too. Transparent moment. I've done that before. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. But you can't compare yourself to others, because everyone has their own path in life. And if we're all on a path, we're all running our race. If you watch the Olympics, nobody running the race was able to look to the left or look to the right of them when they're focused on their race, right? When you start looking to the left or to the right, you lose momentum on your race. So stop comparing yourself to others, because all that comparison is doing is making you feel that you're either one, better than somebody else, or two, worse off than somebody else, when the only person you should be comparing yourself to is the person that is yourself, your past version of yourself, because you want to be getting better and better. So you just want to continue to stay focused on your purpose and not focus on anybody else's purpose, race, reason for them being on earth. You don't want to focus on that. The confidence you will build in yourself is when you could look back and see how far you've come. Because remember, day by day in every way, you're getting better and better. So you want to focus on your own race and stop comparing yourself to others. All it's going to do is trip you up and not allow you to continue running your own race. That is it. You're going to stop comparing yourself to others and focus on your own improvement and growth, because at the end of the day, we all have unique races to run, and you're running your race to win. So focus on you and forget about everybody else. So if you're going to stop comparing, I want you to comment below, I'm done comparing, because you're now going to focus on your own growth and improvement, and you're going to focus on the unique race that you were called to run, and not just run, but to win. So yeah, focus on those small wins and continue to run that unique race for you. That was the 4th point. Stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on your race and build confidence in running your race. 5th, final tip, set personal goals for yourself. And notice I said set personal goals. Don't let other people set goals for you. No, they could influence and have input, but the goals that you're setting is your personal goals, because you want to be able to take small, consistent steps towards achieving those goals, because the more wins you get and more goals you're able to achieve, small or big, you're then setting yourself up to become more confident, because you're able to prove to yourself that you're able to not just start something, but you're able to do the work in between and achieve those goals. That's why people say celebrate small wins, because it doesn't matter how big or small, when you are able to set out to do something and you achieve it, that is worth celebrating, because that's just going to build your confidence. And now you figure, okay, I could do the next task, and then you achieve that, and then you realize, oh, I could go do that next task. So setting those goals and then working towards achieving those goals and celebrating those small wins help build that confidence. That's something I say about school a lot. So people be saying like college is a waste of time. Fair enough, anybody wants to say that, but I say one thing about college: it makes you start something, and once you could graduate, it shows that you're able to work your way all through it and achieve the final step, which is graduating. So set those goals, big or small. Make sure that you're celebrating those wins, because that's going to build your confidence. So number 5, set personal goals. So there you have it. Those are the 5 tips to help you become a more confident person. Number 1, know who you are. Number 2, own your craft. Number 3, know your strengths and your weaknesses. Number 4, stop comparing yourself to others. And number 5, set personal goals. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the 5 tips to help you become a more confident person. If that was helpful, I want you to type confident down below. Now I want you to remember, confidence is not about being perfect. It's about knowing your purpose here on earth, and secondly, becoming the best version of yourself. Yo, if you like this video, if you think it's helpful, please like, please share, please subscribe to the channel. And before you go, comment below which one of those tips you're going to use this week to become a more confident version of yourself. Comment below. I'll be there to encourage you, as I hope you are there to encourage me. And I want you to stay focused, stay confident. It's your boy Ran Inspires, the little engineer that could. And remember, if I could, you could.